Hey everybody, Art Subcheck here. I've got something special to share with you here today. This originally was part of the training from one of my monthly webinars that I do for my exclusive Inner Circle training and coaching group. And this little piece is so good, I didn't want to keep it just locked up in the vault. I wanted a lot of people to see it. It's a makeover of an actual opening statement and voicemail message. So let's dive right into it. All right. Let's do a phone edition of Extreme Makeover. So we're going to go through an actual opening statement. For people that attend my seminars, some of my webinars, buy some of my courses, I offer this service of reviewing opening statements and voicemail messages. Now, here's one I got the other day from a rep who's calling on owners of fleets of vehicles, and what he sells is a GPS tracking software. Now, I'll tell you here, I'm not going to be gentle because I think, I know the people that want my help don't want me to be gentle. All right. So here's the before. Okay. This was a voicemail message on a prospecting call. So he introduces himself, calling from in regards to GPS tracking software for the vehicles and the information I sent you on it. Wanted to see if you had a few minutes to talk so I can learn more about your company, how the fleet operates each day, what your challenges are, to see if it makes sense to set up a free demo of the product. I know we can help cut expenses and help the fleet be more efficient, but if you have no interest in learning about what I can do for you, I certainly don't want to waste your time. If you could please return my call or at least reply to my email and let me know where you stand in regards to this, I would really appreciate that courtesy. I can be reached at. Thanks, and I hope to hear from you soon. A lot there, right? There are some, there are some fatal flaws in just about every sentence here. Okay, so I'm going to pick this up. All right, so let's go through the fatal flaws here. The first one, when you mention your product or service, they can resist that. Okay, people don't buy a product or service; they buy what? The result. So this would make it easy to say, I don't need GPS, or we're all set. Also, don't make the information you sent the reason for the call. They probably didn't read it if they didn't request it. Sending it is okay, and I could do a whole webinar just on what to say and what not to say there. But if they read it, I mean, that's a real bonus. The next flaw there, I mean, the caller is asking for something from the prospect. Time, before he's given any reason at all for the prospect to even listen a second longer. Then he says what he wants to do, learn about the company and so on. Again, with no reason why the prospect should do so. Then he adds, well, to see if it makes sense to set up a free demo, which is again suggesting the prospect has to take some time to do something without seeing any value first. See, the prospect still has not heard one little sliver of any possible value that he would get yet, right? Next, I know we can help cut expenses and help the fleet be more efficient. I mean, put yourself in the position of the listener. You've not yet heard anything to suggest the caller's done any research, knows anything about you or your company, how the caller might have done this for anyone else, nor any other smidge of possible value that would keep the person on the phone 1 second. But yet the caller knows he can help cut expenses and help the fleet be more efficient. A logical reaction from the prospect would be, and this would be my reaction, you don't know anything about me and you haven't established any credibility, but you're confident in what you know you could do. That's pretty much telling me I'm doing something wrong. That's arrogant. All right, next one here. But if you have no interest in learning what I can do for you, I certainly don't want to waste your time. Too late. You've already done that. And then finally, just because the caller has this prospect on his list, leaving the same generic message that he undoubtedly has clogged the voicemail boxes of hundreds of prospects with, he feels he deserves the courtesy of a response? What? Let's turn it around. How about providing the courtesy of knowing something about the person you're calling, personalizing the message, and suggesting some possible value and reason why this person might have some interest? Okay, so I was pretty gentle with all that, right? So what should the caller say? Well, first, he should do some smart calling research and some social engineering asking questions to learn something about the company, the fleet, any challenges they might have, and then something about the decision maker. Should go to LinkedIn, do all kinds of searches, go to the company website. Then he could use that information to tailor a possible value statement to hint at what he might be able to do for the prospect, pique some curiosity and interest, and really the only other goal would be to get him talking, not asking for a demo. So here's my revision that I provided to this rep. So, hi, this is with, I understand from speaking with your dispatcher, Mike, that a concern you're having is with the efficiency of your fleet and your fuel expenses. Well, we've worked with over 40 other delivery services to cut down on their fuel costs and increase their deliveries per hour. And to see if it'd be worth taking a look at some information, I'd like to ask a few questions if you have a moment. So really, it isn't that tough to avoid the mistakes and do the right things, right? All right, hope you enjoyed that. Again, that was just one segment from the regular monthly webinar live training that I do with my Inner Circle coaching and training members every month. And that is just one of the many member benefits that our members receive, including being able to call me personally every month and take 15 minutes for whatever they'd like to discuss. Plus, members get my monthly training newsletter of my very best, newest material that I compile each month, and access to the archives of audios, videos, newsletters, and more. So bottom line, it's an over $5,000 value, and we only open up enrollment several times per year, and we're doing that right now for a brief time. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, we might be closed right now, but you can get on the notification list. So to see everything you're going to get and get started right now for just $1, that's right, go to smartcalling.training/IC-special. smartcalling.training/IC-special. I'll talk to you soon.